Armen, Levack, ESPN Radio, 104.5 The Team, 1045theteam.com. This is a big moment for me. A lot of people tease me in this area, upstate New York, big Giants, Jets, Bills area, but I have grown up and I have been a Raiders fan my entire life. So when I get the chance to say, hello, Tim Brown of the Oakland and LA Raiders, I get really excited. How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you?
Man, this is I got to tell you, this is one of those big moments for me because I'm going to ask you the toughest question first, okay? Do you ever go to Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin and say, you know what, if my quarterbacks were all as good as yours, my numbers would be bigger than yours?
I think it wasn't said, but, when Jerry came over to play with us the last couple of years of his career, he made a comment to me. He asked me, he asked me a question. He asked me, how did I do it? And I told him, hey, look, man, all for team and trying to. He said, why didn't you stay? Why did you not leave? And I said, Jerry, just think about this. You were here in the good times. These are the absolute good times. So I think he understood from that, I did it the hard way and I was able to play at a very high level, even with, not the Hall of Fame type quarterbacks around. So, but it's all good, man. I can't complain. I ended up in the same place he ended up in. And, he got there a lot faster, obviously, but, at least I got there.
Well, got there. I mean, totally belong there, 100%. Tim Brown, touchdown Tim Brown. When touchdown's in your name, you're going to the Hall of Fame, right? Isn't that the way it works?
You certainly hope so, no doubt.
What's going through your mind right now? Like you said, you've hit the pinnacle. You've made the Hall of Fame. What's going through your head right now, Tim Brown?
I'm really, man, just trying to maximize the platform that I have right now, and from that standpoint, I'm super excited about what's going to happen in August, and whether the speech goes great or okay or whatever. Just to have that opportunity is going to be, incredible. So I'm looking forward to all that, man, and just hope that it's an incredible weekend for everybody who's there, especially the ones who are there on my behalf. And, you just want to go out with a bang, man, as far as this goes. And I don't know if there's a bigger sports award that I can get. If it is, I don't know what it possibly could be at this point. So I just want to maximize this opportunity and make sure that, I have a great time.
Do you ever look at the current rules as far as the secondary, if they sneeze too close to you, they get a pass interference, and think about how big your stats would be right now?
Man, I tell you what, man, Jerry and I have that conversation probably once a year, where we talk about, Tim, how many yards would you have? I said, Jerry, I average about 298 a game. Obviously it's all in jest, man, but, you just hope that these kids can take advantage of what the situation that they have now and think about leaving their own legacy, there should be some guys out there who say, hey, look, I'm going to catch more balls than Jerry Rice caught. And they can do it. They just got to play long enough to get it done. And that means they're going to have to be very disciplined about, taking care of themselves and all that stuff. But I would love to see some kid, go after that and see if it can get done. There's no doubt in my mind with them throwing the ball 45 times a game, it can get done pretty easily. And maybe not in 20 years, maybe ever do it in 14, 15 years.
Is there a receiver in the game right now that reminds you of the way you played?
I think you have a lot of guys who are pretty much, the big receivers, 6'3" to 6'6" type guys. So obviously that doesn't fit into my mold. Odell Beckham is probably a freakish type athlete and probably not as fast as I was, but obviously had some incredible intangibles about him, and maybe some things I couldn't possibly do. I've never been able to pull off a 3-finger catch before in my career. So I think from that standpoint, but his route running ability and ability to make plays after the catch, man, is what I love about this kid, and love watching him play, and love that part of his game. I think it's super exciting, and he is a guy that I can't wait to watch play this year.
Now, you brought up Odell Beckham Jr., and there's a lot of concern in the New York area that maybe it's all too much, too fast, the cover of Madden, the records, the press, everything. You were a wide receiver, and you were on the grand stage. You were the best player on your team for a couple of years. Maybe actually more than a couple, but I don't want to insult everybody else. But is there a chance that this is too much, too fast? Is there any advice that you could give a young wide receiver like OBJ to keep his mind straight?
Well, it's all about staying in the normal, man. You have to, whatever you did to get here, you got to keep that going, and don't try and add too much. And that could be different workouts, man, or different people in your life. All of a sudden now you got everybody who wants to, be your advisor and all that kind of stuff, and people want you to work out and do all this specialty type workout type stuff. And I don't know if he necessarily needs all that. If that's what he's been doing, then great, keep it going. But don't change what you've been doing. Just stay normal and just keep plowing away, man. And I think if he can do that, he can come back and have just as good a year as he had the year before.
Hall of Fame wide receiver Tim Brown joining Armen and Levack, 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. Let's go with your old team, Amari Cooper. What do you see in him?
Man, I think this kid is a real deal. When I saw him at the Heisman presentation back in December, I said to him then, if you're still there when the Raiders have a chance to pick, I certainly hope that they will select you. I mean, I think this kid has the ability, has the potential, I should say, to come in day one, man, and be the leading receiver for this team and be the big playmaker type receiver that they haven't had in a long time, and really, turn this offense around. And so I can't wait to see him play. And just hope that he can get through training camp without all those bumps and bruises, and be ready to go day one.
Now, Tim Brown, Hall of Fame wide receiver, very cool thing that you're working with right now, the Ethos Education Group, and you've said you're maximizing your Hall of Fame experience and the platform. Why is this a group that you wanted to work with?
Well, Everson Walls and I started this along with Michael Davis 4 or 5 years ago. And our goal really was just to try to encourage kids to have better character about themselves. And so we use some character traits, man. Go in and talk to the kids about courage and commitment and fortitude and all those kind of things, man. And what we started to realize was not only were kids paying attention to us, but it seemed to be really helping kids. So from that standpoint, man, we just tried to push the program bigger and a little further down the road. And because of that, we were able to get some really good things going, man. So, I think with this Ethos program, anytime you can put character and development into kids, man, you got something great going, and that's what we're trying to do.
Now, how can I help? How can I get awareness of this Ethos group? How can I help you promote it and get people to get the, whether it be financial backing or just to let people know what it is? How can we help you today, Tim Brown?
Yeah, one of the things that we're doing, we're running a little Tim Brown HOF experience, and that's the website too, TimBrownHOFexperience.com. And we're trying to raise some money for Ethos and to be able to expand our platform, not just in Texas but all over the country. We're looking to go to Louisiana and California next. Everson Walls is an old Louisiana boy, and obviously I spent a lot of time in California, so people can go there and enter to the little raffle that we have going on, and if you win some big stuff, because you'll be able to be with me at the Hall of Fame, and but everybody who enters is going to get a chance to get a live shout out from me. We're going to be doing that sometime in July. So yeah, I just want people to go and check it out, man, and get involved with what we're doing. At the same time, help out some kids, man, and help us help some kids, and that's what it's all about.
One more time on the website.
Tim Brown HOFexperience.com.
Love it, man. I have to say it again. You are one of the guys. I'm a long suffering at some points, Raiders fan, but watching you play for as long as I did, it was a beautiful thing for me, and it's probably one of the big reasons why I love football to this day and do what I do. So I really appreciate you taking the time, and congratulations on the Hall of Fame. You did it the absolute right way, and big fan of your work.
Brother, I certainly appreciate that, Armen, man. Thanks for your time.
Tim, have a great day, man. Thank you so much for making time for us. I seriously can't tell you how much it means to me.
No problem, brother. Take care of yourself. Have a good day.
You too.